Hi, it's Karin Lanning from the YMCA of Greater Michiana, bringing you some athletic yoga flow today. So enjoy. You don't need anything unless you would like some props just to help with your movements. But we're going to get started. Standing this time. So take the feet wide. Brace the car, bend the knees. Let's tuck our tailbone under. Start your trackers if you like to get some credit for class. And let's bring those arms up midline. And we're just going to sweep the arm low. Bring the chest up. Shift that body weight side to side. And sweep. Shoulders are back and down. And we're just getting the body warmed up. Belly button is tight. Keeping our lower back supported. And then if you want, get just a little deeper in those legs and sweep a little lower. Leaning in. Arms come up. We're going to step to the side. Hold the hands up. Step to the other side. So you might need to re-center yourself on the mat. That's okay. Little squat. Nice. Reach up in the center. Exhale as we find that side bend. Inhale as we reach up. Sink. If you want, you might just begin to reach up onto those toes. Get the legs a little warmer. And if that doesn't feel great for you, stay right here with me. Keep the feet wide. Circle the arms around the head. Exhale and press. Nice deep breath in. Feel that calmness just float over the body. Exhale, press anything away that's distracting you from the practice today. And then side to side. Nice and low. Sweep. Take it up. And float. Deeper if you want. And sweep. And then deepen that breath. Exhaling completely. Inhale and exhale. Sweep the arms around. Exhale. Deep breath in. Toes slightly turned out, still tucking that tailbone. Belly button is tight. And sweep. And float. Let that breath slow. We're going to come into sun salutations. Just a short sun salutations. We're going to move just a little bit faster. So come on back and recenter yourself. Feet under hips. Arms, inhale overhead. Exhale, let the shoulders release. And just find a little baby back bend here. Squeeze in the glutes. Dive the arms forward. Bending the knees. And inhale, roll up through the center. Extend those fingertips up and back. And then exhale and dive. Keep those knees bent. One last time. Hands come down. Bend the knees. Step your feet back and come into down dog. All right, heels drop and we inhale, unravel the spine to our plank. Knees up or down, lowering to crocodile. Now belly to the floor, shoulder blades roll back. Tuck the toes. Exhale back to a crouching down dog. Take your right foot forward, drop the bottom knee. Inhale that arm up and exhale, wrap it behind the back. Unravel right in to our forward fold. Inhale up and squeeze. Dive it forward. Head releases, knees bent. Step back to your down dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank. Knees lower, elbows in towards the chest, right to the floor. Shoulder blades roll back, squeezing the bum. Tuck the toes and exhale back to crouch. Step that left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale it behind the body. Unravel, step into that forward fold. Breathe it up. Exhale and dive it forward. Knees bending, head hanging. Step or jump back to your down dog. Roll it forward to your plank. Knees down and lower to crocodile. Belly to the floor. Shoulder blades roll back. Tuck toes. Exhale back and crouch. Right foot forward. Knee down if you want. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale that right arm behind your back. And then unravel and step into that forward fold. Inhale, breathe it up. Squeeze the glutes for that baby back bend. Exhale. Right back to down dog. Inhale, rolling, lowering, and breathing for that baby cobra. Tuck those toes right back to that crouch. Left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale up and exhale. And unravel right into that forward fold. Knees bent. Take the feet together. Brace your core. And then exhale. Let those hips drop. Bracing the core. Inhale. Lift the arms up. Right into our intense pose. Shoulders are back and down. Belly button stays tight. And we breathe here. And release. Step your feet wide. And we're going to take that right toe, point it to the side, bend that right knee, and press into that long left leg. Hips and shoulders rotate forward. And inhale, arms long. Sink in. Beautiful. So you just want to feel that knee coming right over the ankle. And you want to feel the arch of this foot coming up slightly as you press into the outside of the foot. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, those arms up. You can point the finger up. We're just going to breathe and flow here. Belly button stays tight. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. Come back. So we just shift side to side. Hips and shoulders facing the front of your room. Lengthening the spine through the center, creating space for that bend. Bracing, coming right back, and opening wide. Hands hands to the thigh, press up, and we pivot to the other side. So left knee, right over that ankle, hips and shoulders rotate to the front, sink into those legs, and inhale, arms out wide and long, and then make sure those hips and shoulders are stacked over each other. Can we relax the shoulders? Feel those fingertips reaching out. Remember, we're pressing into this long leg all the way to the outside of the foot, so the slight arch lifts off that floor. Inhale, link those fingertips, hips and shoulders forward. If you like to point those index fingers up, go right ahead. But let's inhale, lift the spine, and exhale. And then just squeeze the glutes as you lean back. Nice slow flow here. Keep pressing into those feet. Find that strength. And exhale, find that stretch. One more time through. Squeezing back. Step up and in together. Sink into that intense pose. Tuck that tailbone. And let's breathe it side to side here. Shifting that body. Feeling that warmth in the legs so that we are ready to stretch in a little bit. Back up to center. Relax those arms. Shake it loose. I'm going to just edge the camera back a little bit. We're going to work a little balance. And just bring those feet under hips. Big inhale. Reach the arms up. Just find a little baby back bend. Exhale. Bend your right knee and take that right foot back. Brace the core as we just lean forward. Now you're going to decide where you want to go with this. You might lift that back toe, but we're going to square those hips and shoulders. Breathe those arms out in front. You're reaching arms. Remember, anytime you want, you put that toe right down. And if you're looking for more work, bend that knee, reaching in. I'm going to just put my toe down because my balance is a bit off today. Shoulders back and down. Let's reach those arms back towards the leg. Maybe you try lifting that leg again and see how that feels. Stand up. Bring the foot to tree pose on the right side. Arms reach overhead. Shoulders relaxed. You can absolutely stay here. If it feels better, you might bring that foot to the calf. You might even bring it up to that inner thigh above the knee. Brace your core. We're going to start to breathe those hands down to our heart center. Shoulders roll back and down. And you decide, take that right foot, cross at the ankle, or if you want, cross above the knee and flex that foot. I'm going to just bring it down here today. Body pump and body flow have challenged my legs today already, and my shoulders. So you listen to your body. That's the beauty of yoga. We get to know ourselves. Now, if you want, you might just tip forward and reach those arms back for a little bit of a hip opener. And then release. Let's find tree pose on the left. So open that knee, stand up tall. Maybe your tree is growing. Open those arms up. Shoulders release. And when you're ready, slowly take those hands down to the heart center. Now, if you can find something to focus on that isn't the camera or the video, that's going to help you not see that movement around you, because I'll bobble. So try to find something in the distance that you can look at to help with that balance. When you're ready, cross left foot at the ankle, or above the knee, and open that knee. Little bend in that standing knee. You decide. Sink in. Belly button is tight. You might just slowly hinge a little forward, stretching those arms behind, pulling shoulder blades back to the spine, and then stand it up. Bring that hip, heel right into the hip, and slide that left foot back, bracing as you lean in. You might have a more stable leg. Reach those arms forward, so just pay attention to how your body is feeling. Extra challenge, bend that knee, brace the core, and release. Let's shake those legs out. Woo! We're going to come on down to the floor, so brace the core. Just roll down to that forward fold, knees bent. Take the right knee to the floor. And then left foot is going to come forward. So you've got a choice. You can sit down and do 90-90, or flex that front leg and roll up and over to swan. So just find that comfortable spot where you can listen to your body. And if you want, you might just hit a little deeper stretch by coming forward. Maybe all the way down. Maybe you let that forehead rest. Let the shoulders relax. Let the hips adjust as needed. You can absolutely stay here. If you're looking for a little more stretch and hip opener, reach that right arm back for that right foot for a quad stretch. If you're in 90-90, this still works. You're just going to be here, a little more upright. If you want to move back to that extended swan, pull that foot in close to the glutes and extend. Softly release that right foot. And then we lift up. You can come right back to down dog. Inhale, take that left foot, right foot up and to the front, either to 90-90 or into that swan. If you want, you walk those hands forward. Just breathe in deep. See where you're feeling that challenge with the stretch. Move the hips as needed to find the right spot. That feels challenging, but fabulous. Inhale, walk those hands back. If you want, grab a hold of that left foot. Brace the core and exhale, stretching and releasing all the way into that extended swan with the quad stretch. Belly button is tight. Slowly release. Press and lift up. Just sit out onto that hip. Help that back leg up to a wide leg stick pose. If you need to, adjust those hips so that the spine can sit up nice and straight. Belly button is tight. We're going to inhale, breathe it all the way up, and exhale, reach it forward. Hands rest on the floor. Forearms and forehead just rest toward the floor, wherever it's comfortable. Belly button is tight. You might inhale, straighten the back, walk those hands, and exhale to release. And that beautiful stretch. Adductors, hamstrings, back, neck. Inhale, walk those hands back. Take a big inhale up. And exhale, let the arms sweep under. Little side bend here. Belly button still pulling in tight. Sweep up. And exhale, other side. You knew we had to have one kitty come in and make an appearance, right? Exhale, take it to the other side. Keeping that belly cold and tight. Big inhale up and exhale. And then one last inhale. Breathe all the way up. Exhale, reach it forward. Let the hands and arms come down and the head follows lastly. Belly button is tight. Walk those hands back. Woo. So we're going to work on that swan again. Do a little bit of hip opening in our down dog. So come back to down dog. Feet hip distance apart, fingertips spread. Shift back and inhale, lift that right leg up. Square the shoulders, pressing evenly into both hands. And bend that right knee, opening that three-legged dog. And we're going to move either to that 90-90, lift up and look to the top of the mat. Set that right leg down and slide into your swan if you want. Belly button is tight, extend. So this is our second time here on this leg. Let's try to really relax the hips towards the floor. Let the shoulders relax. So it might mean that you need to pull the hands back a little closer to the head so the shoulders don't feel like they're working while reaching. The belly button is tight. Inhale, walk those hands up. Find that beautiful stretch. Shoulders back and down. Sit onto that hip and bring that left leg out wide to the side. We're going to come at that side bend a little differently. Inhale, reach that right arm up, and exhale, right to that side. Now, try to move that bottom shoulder forward. Feel how that squares the shoulders, gets a deeper stretch onto that right side. Inhale, sweep that right hand behind your hips. And then inhale, sweep that left arm up. Squeeze the glutes. Open the chest to the ceiling as you breathe. Feel that beautiful stretch through the chest and release. Hands come back in front. We come back to that down dog. Step it back. Find that beautiful stretch and inhale that left leg up. When you're ready, bend that left knee. Let's square the shoulders. Let that right heel rest as close to the floor as it can. Brace the core. Eye gaze looks to the top of the mat and sweep that left leg through. 90-90 or swan. Ease it forward. Belly button is tight. Let that forehead rest wherever it's comfortable. If you're up here, let that head just hang and feel that beautiful stretch on the back. Adjust your hips where you feel the best stretch. Belly button tight. Inhale, walk those hands back. Set the hip down. Help that right leg to the side. Sit up nice and tall. Right hand to the inside. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale over. Turn the chest towards the front. Bring that bottom shoulder forward. Good. Belly button tight. Inhale, sweep it up. Woo. Let's just take those feet out in front. Flex the feet. We're going to find a little hamstring stretch here. Inhale, exhale as you just fold forward. Bend the knees if it feels best. Let the head hang. Feel that spine straight and long, creating space for our discs. And inhale, belly button tight. We were rolling back up, super slow. We're going to tuck that right foot into the hip. And left foot is going to either come here in front of the knee. If you can keep your sits bones anchored, you might lift that leg up and over. So whichever one feels comfortable, here or back here. Either way, we're going to tuck that leg right up against the body. Brace the core. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, look over that left shoulder. So I want you to feel how much pressure is in that back hand. It should be a light touch on the ground so that we're focused on lifting up, taking weight out of that hand. And we're just breathing here. Finding that eye gaze, just looking around. Now, inhale, take the eye gaze back towards me. Lift your hands up and bring them over to the right side. Now, pick your hips up and slide that right leg back and down. Good. So we want to feel those hips just shifting and relaxing here. And if you want, turn that left toe to face me as much as possible. And take an inhale, press up and turn the body in towards that front leg. And let's let those hips sink. And you might even just let the foot roll onto the edge, finding that nice deep outer hip stretch while we twist the spine. The belly button is tight. Brace the core. Take the hands back. Sink the hips back. And we come to the other seated position. Tuck that left foot in, right foot in front or over the knee. Tuck it in nice and close. Brace the core. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, look over that shoulder. Let those hips relax. And then eye gaze comes back to the front. Hands lift up. Come to the left side this time. Pick the hips up. Slide that left leg back. And let those hips soften. Turn that right toe to point to me. And then inhale, hand to the thigh, and then just let the body stretch and roll. Letting those hips drop closer to the floor. Belly button still engaged to the spine so that lower back is safe while we twist. Woo. Belly button stays tight. Let's press and lift. Hands down and knees back. So we're going to open the knees, take the toes together and sink back into wide knee child's pose. And just find a nice stretch here. So let the body sink in, let the shoulders relax. Inhale, take a lift up. Take your left hand and thread it under the right arm and set the shoulder and ear on the floor. And then just settle here. See how the body is feeling. Feel that beautiful shoulder stretch. And if it feels right for you, take the palms together and we would come to prayer twist child's pose. You press into the palms, lifting the chest, you're pressing into that elbow and you're twisting the chest to the front as you bring the hands close to the heart center. Belly button still engaged. And softly release. Let's come right back into that little thread the needle, sinking in, and then inhale, lift up and come back to basic child's pose. Relax those shoulders. Belly button is tight. We're going to inhale, lift. Right arm threads the needle under left. Ear and shoulder rest. Body sinks and softens into the mat. Bring the hands, palms together. And if you want, you press and lift. So you're trying to reach those hands as close to the heart center as possible. Bracing that core. Letting those hips sink back. And then arms come down. And we find just a little stretch again here. Belly button is tight. Inhale. Lift up and stretch. Eye gaze on those toes in order to keep that spine and neck straight. Belly button is tight. Inhale. Breathe up. And bring the hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And we're just going to find a little cat and cow here to relax the back. Inhale, let the belly drop, let the head lift. And exhale, round the back. And inhale. Belly button is tight, coming back to neutral. Brace the core. We're going to come into seated stick pose. Instead of the wide legs, we're going to take the narrow legs. So pull the hips back. Big inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it forward. And let the head just hang. Feel that nice stretch on the hamstrings. Try to relax the muscles as you sink in. And you'll slow roll up. Take the right foot, tuck it in towards the left thigh, and inhale. Big reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Belly button is tight. Let the head just start to hang. See how this feels different with just the one leg in front. So give your attention to this hamstring. Can you relax the leg and let it soften? Maybe just flex the foot a little for more stretch. Feel free to play around with it a little bit. Inhale, roll up. And switching sides. Nice and smooth and easy. Of course, this is my more challenging side, so just be kind to your body. Inhale up and exhale, coming forward. Let the shoulders relax. Inhale. Let's walk those hands back. And we're going to take the legs over to the side and really start to relax to get ready for our meditation time. So roll it down. Alright, make sure that the spine is straight. Let's lift that right leg up. Hold the leg anywhere it's comfortable and flex that foot. If you want, you might extend the left leg. Now, if you find that your hips tend to lift when you rotate the leg, put that right hand down on the hip bone and just anchor that hip to the floor as you shift that right leg over to the left side. So we want to just keep the hips on the floor throughout. Keep that foot flexed. And if you're super flexible, you might need to pull that leg up a little closer towards the upper body to make that stretch count. Should be feeling that along the outside of the leg. Belly button is tight. Bring that leg up, bend that knee, and switch sides. Left leg up. Right leg can extend if that's comfortable. Flex the foot. Belly button is tight. Remember, you can anchor the hand here if you want as we shift that leg over towards that right side. Letting the shoulders relax back to the mat. And then belly button is tight. Take those legs wide. Hands to the inside of the ankles, thighs, whatever feels best for you. Flex those feet and really stretch. Adductors get a beautiful stretch here. Belly button is tight. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open. Inhale. We're going to take opposite hand to elbow. Take the arms up with that inhale. Exhale. Let the shoulders and arms relax overhead. Let the whole body just relax. You feel those knees relaxing open. Beautiful way to end our work. And we're going to come into relaxation and meditation. That can be any way that you want it to be. So might be lying flat, arms out, palms up. You might decide that you want to have legs up in the air. You can flex and you can relax here if that's more comfortable. You can take arms overhead, a great restorative pose. And if being on the floor on your back for a few minutes isn't a good plan, feel free to rock those legs and come up to seated. So you get to decide what's best for you today. I'm just going to take a nice stick pose here. So let's all just close our eyes as we exhale. Again, inhale. Just let the body and the mind start to relax. And we've been using our mind to concentrate on getting into the right position, paying attention to what our body is feeling. Now we're just going to let our mind focus on one positive thing that's happened in the last week. So as you just inhale and exhale, you might be quite a few different ideas that pop into your head. Or you might not have even been ready for that, and there's nothing coming in. If you're not thinking of a positive moment, that's okay. Just breathe. It is still beneficial for our minds and bodies to just quiet for a few minutes and breathe. If you've had something pop into your mind, I want you just to breathe in appreciation for that moment and exhale. Let a peacefulness be left inside. Again, just inhaling the details of that time and exhaling. Letting anything that's holding you back today from relaxing, let it go on that exhale. Slow that breath even more. breath move in, open the rib cage. And exhale, feel the belly pull in. And take just a moment to just breathe through the body. See if there's anything that needs a little bit of attention before we go. I know it's relaxation, meditation. It's for our minds and our bodies. So if you need to do another stretch, honor your body today and give it what it needs. If you needed to stretch a little bit more, let's come back, everybody together. Just breathing in slowly, exhaling even slower. Bring your mind back to that positive experience. Just let that pleasure relax through your body. A smile might come on your face. You might have a visual. It's okay. When you're ready, just bringing a little bit of movement back to the fingers and the toes. Move that little bit of a wiggle up to the ankles and the wrists, the knees and the elbows. Letting everything just have a little bit of movement. And finally, if you were laying down, roll to the right side. Tuck the hands underneath the head, so that you have a little pillow to keep the spine straight. Take a couple breaths there. When you're ready, join me in a sitting position of your choice. And let's inhale, pull that breath in. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. May you have many more positive things to look back on for this week ahead. Namaste. Thank you guys for sharing a small portion of your week with me. If you'd like to get a little bit more yoga, we do have classes at all 3 of our locations now, so please join us there. We would love to see you. I do teach a yoga or body flow class on Fridays at the O'Brien Center, and it's at 10:15. So 45 minutes of work and stretch. Feel free to join me there. We also have other instructors, Jamie, Diane, Rian, that do yoga at O'Brien Center as well. So come join any of us. We'd love to see you. Take care.